Welcome back to Trendscope. A British nurse has been sentenced to spend the entirety of her life in prison, with no possibility of parole, as of Monday. This comes as a result of her conviction for the murder of 7 babies and the attempted murder of 6 others at the hospital in the UK where she was employed. Lucy Letby, aged 33, received a whole life order from the Manchester Crown Court situated in northern England. This order ensures that she will remain incarcerated indefinitely. Letby's absence from the courtroom during her sentencing led to calls for potential changes in the law to mandate the attendance of defendants at their sentencing hearings. The conviction, delivered by a jury on Friday, sent shockwaves throughout the nation and established Letby as the most prolific child serial killer in recent British history. Justice James Goss, in explaining his decision to impose a lifelong prison term, stated, "This was a cruel, calculated and cynical campaign of child murder involving the smallest and most vulnerable of children." In the sentencing hearing, the judge addressed Letby, treating her as though she were present. He instructed that his remarks, along with the victim impact statements presented earlier in the day, be provided to the convicted serial killer. He noted, "There was a deep malevolence bordering on sadism. Throughout this trial, you have steadfastly denied any responsibility for your wrongdoing. Remorse is absent. There are no mitigating circumstances." Prime Minister Rishi Sunak denounced Letby for her failure to appear in court. He expressed, "I find it cowardly that individuals who commit such abhorrent crimes avoid confronting their victims and witnessing firsthand the repercussions of their actions on the victims, their families, and loved ones. Efforts are underway to modify the law, ensuring that such circumstances are addressed, a step that will be taken in due course." The court learned that Letby inflicted harm on babies under her care by introducing air into their blood and stomachs, overfeeding them with milk, physically assaulting them, and administering insulin to poison them. These disturbing allegations against Letby and her subsequent conviction sparked a government inquiry, raising questions about how she managed to evade detection for an extended period. During the period of 2015 to 2016, Letby covertly assaulted 13 babies in the neonatal ward at the Countess of Chester Hospital, according to the statement issued by Britain's Crown Prosecution Service, CPS. Prosecutors argued that Letby's motive was to cause the death of these infants while deceiving her colleagues into believing the deaths were due to natural causes. Letby's written notes revealed her self-acknowledgement of her actions. In one note, she wrote, "I am evil, I did this." During the trial, parents of the victims were given an opportunity to share the impact of her heinous acts on their lives. Many conveyed the permanent alteration these incidents caused in their lives. The parents of surviving babies subjected to Letby's assaults explained that their children now require continuous care. Similarly, Letby was absent from the courtroom as the victim impact statements were read aloud. Throughout the trial, parents provided distressing accounts, including a case where Letby attempted to kill a baby boy after already killing his twin brother. The mother of Child E and Child F testified that she had complete trust in Letby's expertise but became suspicious when Child E began crying intensely in the intensive care unit one night. It emerged that prior to Letby killing Child E, the baby had started bleeding when she assaulted him. Child F, the twin brother, survived Letby's attempt to poison him with insulin. Handwritten notes by Letby were discovered by the police. In one note, she wrote, "I don't deserve to live. I killed them on purpose because I'm not good enough to care for them." Another note expressed, "I am a horrible evil person," and in capitalized letters, "I am evil, I did this." Letby was arrested by the police in connection with the investigation in 2018 and 2019, followed by another arrest in November 2020. Authorities discovered the notes she had written and hospital handover notes during searches of her residence. During the sentencing, the judge noted that Letby had retained the hospital documents as morbid records of the events surrounding the collapses of the babies. In response to the shocking events, the UK government initiated an independent inquiry to delve into the murders, as well as the handling of concerns raised by consultants by regulators and Britain's National Health Service, NHS. Doctors at the hospital had observed a spike in the mortality rate and unexpected collapses of infants in the neonatal unit, prompting inquiries. Initially, the hospital management disregarded the concerns voiced by clinicians regarding the increased mortality rate among patients under Letby's care. Lawyers representing the victims' families expressed dissatisfaction with the scope of the inquiry, citing its inability to summon witnesses. In 2016, Letby successfully filed a grievance complaint against her employers after learning of initial accusations against her. Although she was scheduled to return to the neonatal department in March 2017, this return did not occur, prompting the hospital trust to alert the police, ultimately leading to an investigation.